pursuits in both hours, and you wonder what exactly is going on here. Look at this thing dragging on the side, and how that's impacting maybe this ability to drive. I'm sure it's loud for this driver who's got their hazards on as they're just flying down the side, 75 miles. They were originally wanted apparently for driving on the shoulder. You wonder if there's more to the story than that, because but they clearly have a knack for driving on the shoulder. If you look at what's happening right now, we're now your Universal Studios, the 101 freeway. For people that are familiar, as this person continues to drive, they may have a choice whether to stay on the 101 or to head to the 405 freeway, the 170 freeway, also nearby some of the streets here. We're on the 101 exit, let's see if the person gets onto the 101 freeway. This is video from a short time ago, that pit maneuver, which didn't stop the vehicle but clearly dislodged the bumper. So, okay, are we going to get on the 101 here? Let's see. Nope. Wow, that's dangerous. Okay, so they're going to stay, it looks like, on the freeway here and keep on moving. So look at this. Another pursuit. And this one right in the middle of rush hour traffic with a busy, full freeway. This driver staying on the shoulder, unclear if they're going to get off onto the side streets, but the way that they're driving and weaving between lanes is dangerous. It leaves open the possibility that somebody on the freeway could get hit. We do not see law enforcement right behind. It's hard to tell from this picture if they're trailing still, but this is pretty dangerous as this person really gets going. 90 miles an hour, not sure if it's quite 100 miles an hour because of where the chopper is, but you get the sense this person's going really fast. So we're heading, looks like, onto the 170 freeway now, and this is in the Studio City area. And away they go. Here we go. So now we're into the carpool lane. Unclear if there's a second person in that vehicle. Could be another charge coming. On the many charges that are likely coming for this person who is driving what looks like a Lexus as they, go through the freeway, barely missing people, doing a bit of a Fast and Furious joyride. And now we've got a car up ahead, and you just hope that none of these people are hit. And you wonder how much of a warning they may be getting too, without the lights and sirens right up where that vehicle is. They may have no idea that this person is coming and in the middle of a pursuit. So we're on the 170 near the Burbank Boulevard exit. This is in North Hollywood, Valley Village, those communities in the San Fernando Valley are where this pursuit is happening right now. So you look, and it doesn't look like the traffic is all that bad in this particular pocket, but as we know, some of these areas, the traffic can get worse. So maybe the driver's getting off the freeway. Sometimes they do last-minute maneuvers here, and we'll see if they, in fact, do get off. This is in the North Hollywood area. You wonder if there is a connection to this area, why this driver is getting off in this particular street, and because they're getting off onto a side street, will law enforcement have the ability to try to pit them, or are they going to get right back onto the freeway? So, not sure where they're going. Are they going near a mall? This is the LA Fitness. Dennis Zine joins us now on the line. He is a former LAPD, former city council member, and okay, there goes that bumper. Dennis, you were with us last hour, so let's do it again for another pursuit.
Here we go.
This is the danger, right, where this guy is right now. If you go into the mall parking lot where there's cover and they're in tracking mode, not like we want to give people advice on how to get away in a pursuit, but this is one of the ways to do it.
Well, we've seen this happen many times, especially in the downtown area, where CHP's in pursuit and the suspects get off the freeway, go into a parking structure, park the car, start walking around, and disappear into the crowd. They'll find the car, obviously, from the rear end damage, but we don't see a police unit It's close proximity. So it looks like this individual may get away real quick, because once that car is parked and that's a large parking structure, a large mall, you don't know where they go. But this has become the new tactic when they find that kind of situation where they can duck and cover and run away.
Yeah, obviously, in a parking structure like this, there are a lot of surveillance cameras, so they may be able to get a sense of where that person is and park, depending on how much coverage they have. But this is the danger of tracking mode, when you don't have lights and sirens right up on the driver. And the only way you're able to track them is from the helicopter, and then they find a way where you can't see them from the helicopter, they can get away. And we know, Dennis, what's the percentage of drivers that do get away?
The percentage is relatively small, but there's more focus on the pursuits and the techniques and the strategy. And you see the criticism, especially when an incident takes place, a collision, someone gets injured or killed. So law enforcement's backing off more and more just to protect people, the innocent public. But this is a consequence. They do get away. You see a large parking structure, it's going to take a lot of personnel to do that. The units still haven't arrived at the scene. So this individual could have gotten out, run into one of the stores out there. They'll find the car because of the damage to the rear. But this is the situation, but there's more criticism coming in because the individuals getting hurt, innocent people during the pursuit. So law enforcement's taken a very strong look at how to do, and then we've come into the tracking mode, and the tracking mode's being criticized. So it's a dangerous situation. Anytime they flee, it's a dangerous situation. Then the public's in jeopardy. So you try to catch them as quickly as possible, but as we see in this case, we still don't have any ground units on the scene. And that's the problem, is there's many, many places for that individual to then flee.
Yeah, so this is the NoHo West for people that are familiar with the area. If they do get there, they could potentially try to lock down this parking lot, which again is a pretty big parking lot, and that could be real problematic for anybody who may be shopping at this prime shopping hour of 6 o'clock. So I don't know how long we're going to stay on top of this. Hopefully we can go back to this scene when we get some word that this person is caught, although there's really no indication that that's going to be anytime soon. All right, we want to get to some other news. We'll go back to this if we get more information on it. Still ahead, the deadline is approaching for applying for wildfire assistance from FEMA. Coming up, we're going to talk to a real estate expert who has been tracking how the progress in the Palisades has been going, and there's some surprising good news.